Hello. Well, did you hear the news today on CNBC? A respected economist and the former Federal Reserve Bank Vice Chairman Alan Blender says that recession has already started in the US, and he said we will not find out the effects of it because to be officially a recession, it has to be 2 quarters of the downturn. But he officially said then because of this coronavirus spreading and the fear of it, see, that is just like spreading like wildfire. People are not shopping, people are not spending the money, and the fallout from this thing is going to be enormous, he said. So he said that on CNBC, and he said, we are not going to feel it for a little while. Conventions are being cancelled, okay, and gathering places are being cancelled left and right. So the rippling effect of this one is going to be huge. So I do not want you to fear at all. There is a solution, and I have a proven track record, which has worked time and again, and it worked even during that last recession when during the 2007, 8, and 9, people who had used these strategies did not lose anything, even a single penny. Matter of fact, they kept their profits up to that time, their gains up to that time too, all right, and so they did not lose anything. And when the economy and the stock market started going up, they started participating into it. I'm going to show you all those strategies and the proof of that one too, all right. So just sit back and relax. This is a very important thing. It is your money, folks. And if we do not do it right, and set it up correctly, and you are the ones who will be losing it, and it does not have to happen that way. And it did not happen before. We have a proven track record. Matter of fact, I'm going to prove everything. As you know it, every time I speak, anything that I say, do not take my word for it, okay? I'm going to show you the proof. You be the judge, all right? And if nothing else, don't worry about it. This is a free webinar here, and you got the information. This is what my mission is, to empower you with the knowledge and the mission, so that way you don't have to be a sitting duck to either the economy or the stock market or anything like that. And it is possible. So today's topic is protecting your money from coronavirus financial fallout. All right. So, because this is key, folks, everything is slowing down because of this one, and pretty soon the rippling effect is going to be huge, so it's just not me saying it, you are seeing it on the news all the time. So now, before I get into that one, you should know who I am and why should you even listen to me, all right? Well, my name is Bir Grewall, and I am an India-born SIKH American. My uncut here and my turban is a part of my Sikh religion. Okay, we are our roots are in northwestern part of India. So if you can overlook my turban and my beard and my accent, Indian accent, well, we have something very, very important to share with you. All right, and I am a financial strategist, advisor, and an author with a proven track record, like I just mentioned. So do not take my word for it, and let me just show you. Let me just show you. All right. So let me first show you what all is possible and the kind of results that people had gotten in the past. Okay. By the way, let me upfront share it with you that there is no guarantee. I'm not guaranteeing you anything at all. Okay. There is no guarantee of the results, but this is what could happen. If you set up the money the way it has been set up in the past and people did not lose. So let me just share it with you. This is within those same funds. Okay, that money that was put here way back in 1999. Okay, and the black is with our strategies, okay, and I'll discuss that in a minute. And in the red is someone who went directly into that same very fund, all right. And so we call these strategies, okay, we call it misfortune strategies, that people miss out fortunes and fortunes because they just do not know what they don't know. All right. Or, so it is upside only of the stock market without the downside risk. All right. So this is how it works. When the market goes up, see here, both of us went up, and there's a cap on this thing. All right. So, and all these results are even with the cap on. All right. So it goes up, and then the market started going down for the next 2 years. At that time, you kept those gains also. Listen close. You kept the gains also, and your money then is okay, frozen. You do not lose anything at all. And then the market started going back up. Within that same fund, it started to go back up with it, up to that cap. And even with that cap, the end result was, and here is 2007, 8, and 9, okay, when the crash happened. See, the money just remains level right there, and when it starts to go up, and you participate into it again. So this is called, like I said, all right, okay, this is called upside only. While others lose money in the stock market goes down with our strategic setup. That is the key thing, how you set up your money, did not lose and have consistent growth in the same funds. Okay. How? This strategy is called upside only lock-in. Then this becomes a reset point right after that. Okay, so you kept, your principal is safe, plus you locked in all the gains up to there with that cap there, and then okay, this becomes a reset point. Then if it keeps on going down, nothing happens. When the market starts to go back up, okay, and it restarts without the downside risk. So when it's going up, up to that cap, it is now. The end result here was in this very example. Your results will be different, like I mentioned before. Okay, there are so many variables. How much money, which strategy you set it up with, and for how long you leave it in there. So many different variables. That's why I'm not committing that you could get this kind of results. Because I do not know the situation, but the strategy is solid. And it has worked. The people did not lose during that 2007, 8, and 9. See, their money was level. Even though they didn't make any money, but they still kept all the profits that they had up till that time, and their principal was safe. Now, folks, where you make the money too, we have to know how the money works. All right. Now, here it was $418,000, okay, and here it is 1,078,000. All right. Now, if the market goes up 10%, right, this will go up about $42,000, and this will go up $107,000. Folks, this is how the money is made, besides loss proofing your money and keeping all the profits, okay? And now, and if we, and I'm going to show you, Just stick around till the end. I'm going to show it to you as to how you then, if this money grows, compounds, and pays out, all tax free, you have just put a turbo booster to your money to take it to the whole new level. So what you would have done by that time is that you loss proof your money, and not only that, your principal is safe, and you get to keep all the profits up till that time, before the market goes down, right? And then the money grows, compounds, and pays out all tax free, folks. This is huge. And in this thing, I want you to be a funky agency. Okay, this is all set up automatically. You do not have to keep on checking, okay? And this is all on autopilot. We set it up on autopilot, right? So that way you are completely funky and never be worried about the money that you think will be there in the future. There's no guarantee about life. Even we could be gone in a jiffy here. But other than that, this is the closest you can come to this thing. So this is what we say, that with our okay, here it is. Plus with the talk of taxes and stuff, okay, so it doesn't matter which party is in power. Your money will grow, compound, and pay out all tax free. All right. So, folks, and I'm going to show you the kind of effects of that tax-free growth. So, we say that with the strategies that I'm going to be showing you now, we'll get into more details on these things, right? That you can, the money that you think will be there almost. There is no guarantee about life, like I said, and there is no guarantee that you'll get this kind of results. But this is the closest that you can ever come to it, that the money that you think will be there, almost guaranteed, no matter what happens to the economy. It doesn't matter, because okay, when the economy goes down or anything, money just gets frozen right there, and you had kept all the gains, and the principal is the same. All right. So, no matter what happens to the economy, no matter what happens to the stock market, all right, and we already showed you just get only the upside of the stock market without the downside risk. And then no matter what happens to the taxes, because we set up this money in a tax-free environment, and I'm going to show you, IRS says, that, tell you what, let me just back off. See how I came about all of these things. Let me just share it with you, my story, how I am different than other people, and how I got that way. You're right, and like I said, why should you even listen? I've been in this financial services industry for since the 80s. I thought I had the world in the palm of my hands, okay, and I was very successful. I had, several national quality awards, standard of excellence awards and stuff, and so I was pretty darn good at my game, and I never thought that anything could ever happen to me financially. But then things happened, that were out of my control. I had made some, okay. Well, anyway, I lost everything to foreclosure. I had a beautiful custom hilltop home in Aliso Viejo, California. Okay, I lost everything to foreclosure. And I'll never forget that day when the marshals came and we had to leave that house. The turning point came when I looked at my wife, carrying our 1-month-old son in her arms, and I looked at her, okay, at that time, anyway, whatever the emotions were going through my mind, at that time I made a decision that, hey, I am going to find answers, so that way, okay, no one, neither my family or anyone I come across has to go through, what I went through. All right, so I set out on a journey. That was back in 1995 when I lost everything, okay, that Aliso Viejo home. And, so I knew the answers are there, but I just had to dig it out, So I started taking courses and reading books and stuff like that, and I was looking for those nuggets here and there and stuff. And then I said, well, I'm going to incorporate, the IRS rules and laws that govern the safe growth of money, and and then when I looked into that one, that even opened up much more bigger eyes. See, remember I mentioned earlier that, hey, okay, first is we loss proof your money, okay, and that way you get to keep your gains, and your principal is safe. Then, okay, your money, if we can make that money tax-free, growing tax-free, compounding tax-free, and payout tax-free. IRAs and 401ks are a step in the right direction, but they are only tax deferred during the growth period and compounding period. But you will be taxed when you need the money the most, at retirement, right? No. With this one, it's all free. You're tax free. And so it was amazing when I looked into the IRS rules and the laws governing money, that IRS says, that if you set up the money according to certain IRS rules, which I'll be showing you at the end, you're right, what are those IRS rules? And then those TEFRA, DEFRA, TEMRA laws, and if you set up the money according to that, all of this money that has been loss proved and everything, right here, now this becomes another completely different vehicle, to take your money to whole new levels. So I was very excited, okay, but the proof of all of this, my excitement doesn't matter. The proof of all of this thing came during that 2007, 8, and 9 financial as well as the housing crash. People who had used our strategies, okay, for both financial part of it and the home equity planning. The ones who had done that, both of them, they did not lose anything during the housing or the financial crash. Matter of fact, they are way ahead of other people who might have recovered from those losses. Since that last 2007, 8, and 9, things had been going better, and both stock market and housing had been up. But same pundits, like I said earlier, okay, the former chairman of Federal Reserve Bank, vice chair, Ellen, what's his name? Ellen something, okay. Oh yeah, he was on CNBC, okay. Ellen Blender. Okay, on CNBC he said, okay, the recession has already started in the US, and why he predicted that was because of this coronavirus. It is going to be a huge hit on the global economy also, you're right. So anyway, without going into that, let me just show you. So how, like I said, my proven track record, I showed it to you already there, okay, how you keep only the upside of the stock market without the downside risk. You get to keep your principal is safe, plus your gains are safe up to that time, when the starts, when the economy or the stock market starts tanking, your money gets frozen, and then we make it all tax free. All right, so how we are different, okay? My strategies, like I said, they proved during the 2007, 8, and 9. No one lost any money. So these are very different strategies. You may or may not have heard, okay? And these are the strategies that I discovered during my research, that rich and famous have already figured out these things, right? And that is why they are way ahead of other people, okay? Because they are using those laws and IRS rules, to take their money to a whole new level, and they are sitting pretty. They've been using it for, these laws had been on the books, okay, and the IRS rules had been on the book for almost a century now. All right, and so rich and famous have figured it out, and now you have the okay knowledge that I'm going to be sharing here with you. And in all of these different okay, Facebook lives every day. I share a different kind of topic there. And so now, what we showed you is how to make the money work for you instead of you alone working for the money. All right, I call the analogy of okay, 2, 3, 4, 5 horses working for you is way much better than just you alone working for the money. All right, and as we go through, you will yourself see that you will not have to work hard anymore. The other money is going to make you a millionaire, and I'm going to prove it to you just now. Okay, how you will be a millionaire, and you can start thinking from today. Okay, and I'll show it to you in just few minutes. Just stick around. All right, we optimize your current assets. All right, what you have currently there, we put a turbo booster to that, okay, to take your money to whole new levels. This is just not hot air, I'm blowing. I'm going to just stick around. You yourselves will see all of this stuff, all right? All right, now, we call this thing a $1 million dash. Remember, I just mentioned, okay, that you can start thinking about yourselves. It doesn't matter with humbleness, I'm saying everything is just to bring home the point, that, that everyone can be a millionaire. This is a big statement I'm making, and I'm going to prove it to you within the next 5 minutes. Okay, how you will be one too. So that's why I call it a $1 million dash. And it's exactly the same $1, the 100-cent dollar, right? Some people are crawling with that. Some are walking towards their financial freedom, independence line, right? And some are jogging towards it. And these are the people with those IRAs and 401ks. But there are better options, okay, than your IRAs and 401ks too. And that put a turbo booster to your money to be your $1 million dash. All right, so just keep these thoughts in mind. You can see that it is the same 100-cent dollars that some people are crawling with it, some are walking, some are jogging, and someone had put a turbo booster to their money, and they are just flying. All right. So, knowing what I know, anything that we recommend, and you yourselves are going to see it even before the end of this, that anything that we recommend must meet our quality test. Why is that? Okay, because knowing what I know, okay, no one ever has to put their money on risk, okay, and no one ever has to lose their principal, okay, and no one ever has to lose their, the gains that they have made on that principal. That is wrong, that is unfair, all right, but most of the people, what they do, okay, either they are so scared from last time, okay, that they are putting their money in banks or money market funds and CDs and stuff like that, where they are making about 1.5% and stuff, all right, and between inflation and taxes, they are losing out their own money. That's no, that's not right. You're right. So start thinking differently today about yourselves and your money. You're right. Whether you are a millionaire right now, I'm going to just now prove it to you that how ordinary people become millionaires, and millionaires can become billionaires with a B. I just, there's a bold statement. Next thing is I'm going to show you that. All right. So, but before I get into that, you should understand, okay, some of the principles behind financial security. And when I claim that, you can be completely stress-free about money, there is a lot that goes into it. So the money has to meet our quality test of liquidity, that the money should be liquid. I do not know if you experienced this thing last time or not during that 2007, 8, and 9. When the stock market going down, right? Many of the people, they ran to their savings and institutions to take their money out. and everyone would want to do that. All right. I don't know if you experience that or not, but most of the people, okay, could not get to their own money, and it was frozen at that time, and they had to watch their money go down every day, okay, in front of their eyes, and there was nothing they could do. So the money was not liquid. That's why number one thing is, that your money should be liquid. If at any time, even right now, okay, as you saw this thing, just with one telephone call, you could take your money out and take your profits out too that you have made thus far. And even if you left it in there, doesn't matter. Your principal and your gains up till this time are safe, so you don't have to worry. The money should be safe from losses. All right. So your principal and that you made till that time, it should be safe. You should not lose a penny, and there should be a good rate of return on your money. Warren Buffett, the richest man on earth, he says, okay, the most amount of money to be made and the quickest amount of money to be made is in the stock market. And in that same breath, he says, that most of the people and most of the people lose their shirt in the stock market also. All right. But okay, this is what I just showed you. I proved it to you. How? No. It does not have to. You do not have to lose your shirt. When he says most of the people lose their shirt too, yes, then there are some people who are making money. Those are the strategies. I just shared it with you, the way we set it up. And, okay, makes it. All right, now coming back to this thing, remember I mentioned earlier that, okay, ordinary people can become millionaires and millionaires become billionaires. Let me prove it to you right now. All right. And, okay, this is $1 doubling every period for 20 periods. All right. So it's 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, all right? And now it does not have to be 20 years. It can be 20 months, 20 days, it doesn't matter, right? Just get the analogy of it, how the money works, all right? This is taxed as earned. This is the way it should be, okay? I will never... Let me make it clear. I will never, ever be a party to lying or cheating on your taxes. No. That is wrong. Yes, you're right. However, knowledge is power. That's what I discovered during after losing everything in 1995, that how you can, IRS says, and the laws say that hey, if you set up your money in a certain way, yes, then you can have it in the tax-free environment. All right, so let's just take that dollar. So it doubles to $2, then you pay taxes at the end of the year, then it doubles again, you pay taxes, doubles again, and at the end of 20 period, it goes up to only about $28,000 right here. All right, so everyone must pay their fair share of taxes. It's unfair because, we get services, we drive on the roads and everything. All of these things are done with our tax money only. All right. So, but if that same money is in a tax-free environment, right, and you set up that money correctly to meet that, the litmus test of the IRS rules and those TEFRA laws, right, then you can come out of this category into this category. All right, so no big deal. No lying, no cheating, nothing at all. This is not a creative thing. Okay, these laws and stuff, they've been on the books for almost a century. So the IRS rules been there for almost a century. All right, so now this tax-free environment, look at it, This is that same $1, folks. I showed you $28,000 versus $1 million. And we showed, no wonder people cannot get out of the poverty cycle, okay, because they don't know what they don't know, all right? So we show you legally how you come out of here into this position. And for that, to reach the masses, okay, I've designed the courses, okay. Our most popular courses are two of them, and those are proven courses. People who had set up their money according to these things, they did not lose out even a dime during that financial crash of 2007, 8, and 9, as well as the housing crash that started in 2006. So that was 2006, 7, 8, and 2006, 7, and 8. Right? So they did not lose. Matter of fact, both of those kinds of people are way ahead of other people who might have recovered from those losses. And you can access those courses, okay, either at the bottom or at the top, and I don't know which media you're watching me on, so those courses are available on our website, and the price, I've kept it so affordable, it is so low, it is peanuts compared to the benefit you will have, and you would have set up the money for the rest of your life and have it on autopilot. What all I had been discussing, everything will be on autopilot after that, once you set up the money according to those as discussed in those courses, and it is step by step. And then you can be a funky, then you can go enjoy life with the remaining money and blow it off the way you want to, because that money will be secure there. You already proved it to you, all right? So you can spend time with your family, with your children, enjoy your grandkids, do the philanthropic work, go travel, okay, go help out at church or temples, so these days because of coronavirus and stuff like that, a lot of help is needed, will be needed also. Go do those kinds of things, and without the worry of money. All right. So it's up to you. Those things are there. And so this is how you become ordinary people become a millionaire. Now, remember I said, if you're a millionaire, how you become billionaire, you just add a couple of zeros to this thing, okay? So then it will be $1 million right here on this side, okay? And you take it to this side, that will be a billionaire. Millionaires become billionaires if they have not already done so, like set up the money the way the IRS and the laws tell you. All right? So your goal should be to have the money tax-free all the way, your contribution. That is when you are young, saving money. Accumulation is middle ages. Distribution is at retirement. And transfers all tax-free to your beneficiaries after you check out to be with the Lord, So it should be all done that way, all right? Now, let me just share it with you. Again, another graph right here, right? Why some people are crawling? Because they do not know, and they are good, faithful citizens. They are paying their taxes, the way it should be, right? And they do not know those IRS rules and stuff like that. So the more you keep on going, here is those IRAs and 401ks. Yes, they are tax deferred in the contribution and accumulation phase, but you are taxed when you take the money out or when you check out, and your beneficiaries, okay, they think, that hey, they would have so much money, but as soon as you check out to be with the Lord, Uncle Sam walks in and there's hardly anything left for those beneficiaries. No. Uncle Sam, the same Uncle Sam who walks in there says, if you set up the money this way, then you don't have to worry about about Uncle Sam anymore. All right. So this is what my wish is for you, to be in this 4 green circles, and so that way you can be a funky. All right. Now, here's another thing. This is again knowing how the money works. Right. This is $100,000 accumulating at 8% for 30 years. Right. And taxed as earned, it will be about $500,000, and if it is in a tax-free environment, it will be over $1 million. All right. Now, in these courses, okay, we compare all different kind of investments. Let me just share it with you. We compare commodities, okay, business ventures, limited partnerships, raw land, speculative common stocks, lower quality bonds, investment real estate. Folks, yes, most of the people had been buying real estate, rental real estate and stuff like that. I'm sure you might have also, right? And yes, that was a good thing after that came about. But they are sitting on a time bomb again, because because of this unexpected coronavirus come up, it has shaken up the everything, and it is shaking up so fast, and no one could ever think that during the strategies of this current administration that US could ever get into a recession this fast. You're right. But you've seen it. It is on CNBC that the former vice chair of Federal Reserve Bank, Ellen, I mentioned his name earlier. Okay. So he had said that technically the recession has already started in the US because of this scare. This is scaring everything. Then everything is coming to a screeching halt, and he said, you should protect yourselves ASAP. And so now the other rippling effect right next to this one is when the panic happens in the stock market, then the housing panic starts up too. So we have the answers to both of you. Go on to that, our website, faoai.com and /courses. Both of these courses are there, and the price of these things is peanuts compared to what you will do. All right. So, and then we compare high-grade bonds, mutual funds, CDs, life insurance, money market funds, T-bills, annuities, equity in your home and stuff, you're right. So we look at it, okay, that, hey, is the money liquid in whatever your vehicle is that money liquid that you can get to it at any time? Is the money safe from losses? These are the criterias. The money safe from losses, and are you getting a good rate of return? Which, like Warren Buffett said, stock market gets you the most of the makes you the most money, the quickest and the fastest, but on that same token you lose it. And I showed it to you earlier that no, you do not have to lose even a penny in the stock market. The way we set it up, the way we show you in these courses, that you can you get your principal is safe, and you get to keep the gains also, and then we tax free. Now next thing is the money, their tax-free growth and income, is that all tax-free? Because that puts a turbo booster. So we compare all of these kinds of, I want to empower you. So from today onward, you do not have to rely on someone else's advice, because there is so much advice going on. There are people even saying, hey, do not panic, just leave your money where it is, it will come back up, the stock market always comes back up, all right, yes, that could be, that is one of the strategies, but think about it, okay, you are losing, it's just like driving your car, and with one foot on the brake pedal and one foot on the accelerator, and then after that you're saying, wow, how come I'm not reaching to my objective? Why am I going so slow? All right, no, folks, okay, no, you got to be those are just hearsay things, just to calm the people down. They say that, hey, just do not panic, leave the money in there, it will come back up. How long will it take to come back up? Remember, okay, yes, people who lost during the 2007, 8, and 9, yes, they have recovered, right? But people who didn't lose in the first place during that time, like I said, people who use these strategies are way ahead of other people, okay, who might have recovered from those losses. So get out of this, make some, lose some, make some, lose some, and then there's another strategy that, hey, you got to be diversified, right? You have it in different funds and stuff like that, so one fund will make money, the other one could lose money, okay, and then at the end of the day, you're right, you're still there, and no, you don't have to be, folks. I've been proving it to you. And by the way, I'll have the replay link on this one that you can listen to it again. Now, another thing we've been doing, remember that home equity planning? Okay, like I said. Now, Federal Reserve Bank did a study on that, okay, and they came out with this study after the crash had already started happening, and so they said, at that time they said, home equity, if you still have left, but right now, everyone, have lot of equity in their homes, okay, many times, you have home prices have doubled, even up to tripled, or whatever, the situation is. So, they said if you have any home equity in your home, it should be separated and put to work to boost your retirement as well as your savings and to reduce your risk. All right? Wow. This is the Federal Reserve Bank study saying that we've been showing people, okay, for a long time, even before they came up with the study, right? And so why is this thing important? Because, the home equity is one of the biggest, we call it, use OPM, other people's money to, okay, take your money to your own levels, right? This is that other people's money, the equity trapped in your home. And if you do not manage it successfully, I'm saying successfully, because many people try to, okay, even there, 2004, 5, and 6, as the prices were going up so fast, so high, and people were taking their equity out, and then many of them were investing it into the stock market and stuff, or they were going out and buying depreciating assets, like boats and stuff like that, okay. And then after that, you might even know someone, or it might even have happened to you, that people lost both of them, even that money, even and also many of the people even lost their homes too. No. That is not the right way. Okay, there is a right way of managing the equity and taking your money to whole new levels. Okay, that's what's in that home equity planning course, that I mentioned. It's a step-by-step course. We explained you everything, okay, and so that way you are clear. And so now, why is this is important for you to know. Why did they put to reduce your risk in here? The Federal Reserve Bank study said, all right, because now look back in a few years ago, there was this Hurricane Katrina, remember that? And the big damage was mostly in Louisiana. Okay, people lost everything due to that flooding and stuff like that, right? And so at that time, the mayor of Fort Arthur, Texas, all right, he lost his home also. And so the reporter goes there and says, Mr. Mayor, what do you have to say? You have lost everything here. He said, sadly, we just paid off this home. All right? Now, look at it from the other angle, On that same token, that same mayor, before that, he was making those payments to pay off that home early because he didn't know any better, right? Okay? But when the thing happened, that's when, okay, he realized, wow, that was the biggest mistake to pay off that home, right? Now, I'm here in California. In California, we have earthquakes and wildfires, okay, in Texas, Florida, everywhere, they have different things and stuff like that, tornadoes or flooding and things like that. So you have to protect yourselves. And the Federal Reserve Bank says that, yes, you're right. Now, same thing happened to another example is there was a very popular Senator Trent Lott. All right, he lost his home also, and another reporter goes there, asks him, and he said, "Well, this was going to be our retirement adobe. Me and my wife had been paying this home off so fast, okay, that we wanted to have a stress-free retirement for the rest of our life." And he goes, "I do not know what I'm going to do now. I've lost everything." All right. So, folks, and these are big-time people, who are best at their game, right? But they didn't know any better, okay, regarding this thing. And another myth that people have is that I have homeowners insurance and they will rebuild the home and stuff. All right. Now, this thing happened to Senator Trent Lott, and he had insurance also. His insurance company started, pulling their feet, and he put his foot down to them, and then they said, "Okay, no problem, don't worry, Senator, we'll rebuild your home." But he was a man of integrity. He said, "No, no, 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 no. It has to be done for everyone, not just me only. Either do it for everyone or not me." So he was there to protect them. Usually what happens is, you are haggling with the insurance company, and many of the people, you only get about 50 to 60 cents on a dollar. All right. And it takes a long time to get your life back. However, if you have done the home equity planning, right? And like Federal Reserve Bank says, the equity should be separated and put to work, and it should be working to take your money to a whole new level. If you have it that way. Sadly, yes, the house is lost. You just, since that money is in a separate account, okay, you can go get a little bit money, pay the least amount of down payment, get another house, and you start your life right away. If you have not done this thing, if it is trapped in the house, and when the housing collapse starts to happen, then folks, I want you to be aware, no one will give you that home equity loan either. They freeze those things, when they see that the economy has started to go down. The banks and lenders will not lend you any money and allow you to take that money out. It can be done only beforehand. So prepare yourselves right now. So, like the Federal Reserve Bank says, take it out. It should be separated out. It should be in a separate side fund where it is growing, where no one else can touch it. And then if you set it up the way we show you, where the principal and your gains are all safe and the money is growing tax-free, and that has put a turbo booster to your money, you do not have to financially worry at all about it. So that's the kind of things that you can do with your money. And so like I said, I mentioned earlier, I'm going to show you. So what are those tax codes that IRS says that you set up your money to? So those are these ones here, you're right. And these things have to be set up by a professional who knows exactly everything. Just do not listen to anyone. They say, "Well, yeah, I can set it up." You're right. No. It has to be set up by a licensed professional. You're right. To get all of these things. And so we are here for that. Okay. But we explain it to you. If you know someone who's already good at that, yes, go ahead, use them. To set up your money that way. But again, if ever you need any kind of a help, we are here for you, and you can send me an email at any time. Okay, my email address is below, or at the top, depending which media you're watching me on. It is beer@faoai.com, either info@faoai.com, or BIR. My name is Beer, BIR. Or you could just check me out at any social media, under Bir Bir Grewall, BIRGREWALL on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and stuff, and that's where you'll find lot more information about all these different strategies. So now, my wish for you is I want you to be funkies, when it comes to money. Just go enjoy life, and spend time with your family. Those things, those lost times never come back, Spend time with your children, grandchildren, okay, and do all that traveling or things you always wanted to do without the worry of financial security, and I have proven it to you from the very beginning as to how you do that thing, and I want you to go enjoy life and have a great time and a financial stress-free life. And if you have any questions, like I said, I am here, and go check out those courses, at faoai.com/courses, and spread the word. Share and spread the word. Let other people benefit also, and it hurts me to see that. This is my mission, to reach as many people as I can, not to make the sales, but to make them aware that they do not have to be a sitting duck. There is hope and there are answers, but the key thing is you need to take action fast. Yes, yesterday, the vice chair of Federal Reserve Bank said, hey, the recession has already started. No one could even picture that someone would say this thing this early, but because of this coronavirus, that is doing it. So with that, folks, check out those courses either below or at the top, or send me if you have any questions, okay, or any immediately you need to do something immediately, okay, and send me an email, beer or info@faoai.com, and I'll be there for you. I'll guide you how you could address your concern, whatever it is. But you have to take action fast, because the economy and stock market and stuff, okay, right now it is just the beginning, and no, I don't want you to be at risk anymore. With that, I want to thank you so much. Blessings. Have a great day, and I'll be putting my replay link here, and please share that with others. Put it on your social media, okay? Share it with friends, family, forward that link to other people, let everyone benefit. All right? All the very best to you and much financial success to you. And you do not have to be scared of this coronavirus panic, especially when it comes to the financial part of it. Otherwise, do take precautions to be safe. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.